Hi, my name is Bill, and today I'm going to be showing you how to replace a cycling thermostat in your dryer. The reason why you might have to do this is because the dryer is either not getting any heat at all, or because it's getting too hot. For this repair, we'll be using a Phillips head screwdriver and a flathead screwdriver. Warning: before doing any repairs, please disconnect your power source. So this is the appliance that we'll be using in this demonstration. It's a GE. Keep in mind yours at home might look a little bit different than what we've got here, but the same techniques should still apply. Just make sure you turn your gas off. So we're going to start by turning our dryer around. So what we'll need to do is remove these screws up here in order to get the control panel off. So now that we've got the back unscrewed, we can just slide the control panel over, and we're going to lift it up, and we're going to put it back in this space right here. Now we're going to open up our dryer door, and on either side there are two screws going straight up, so we need to remove those screws now, and we're going to be using a Phillips head screwdriver to take these screws out. Now that we've got those screws out, we can take the top off. All we have to do is just lift up and pull back slightly on the top. And we'll set that off to the side. So now that I've got these screws out, I want to close up our front dryer door. Now I've got two more screws that screw into the front panel, and I'm just going to have to remove those as well. And when you remove them, just make sure that when you get close to having them come out, you catch them because you don't want them to fall down into the dryer there. There we go. Now that we've got those screws out, we can tilt the front panel forward. And once we've got it tilted forward and separated from the drum, we can lift it up over the tabs on the bottom and just turn it like so, because we've got some wires attached to it as well. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to detach some of these wires here. First one I'm going to detach is this black one that's connected right over here. And to do that, I'm just going to use a flathead screwdriver, and I'm going to pry up. There we go. Now I've got this plastic guard that's in my way a little bit. What I'm going to do is just pull it slightly out like that so it's removed from the frame, and now I can move it out of my way. Again, just don't move it too far. You don't want to break it. We'll move it just enough so that I can use my screwdriver and pry these wires off. There we go. There's one. And we just need to unplug our white wire, and we'll just pull that straight out there. So now I'm just going to remove this last wire here, and once again just pulling that straight out. So right on top of the drum here we've got this piece, which is our belt there. So in order to get it off, I'm going to reach inside of our dryer here, and I've got to get my arm in that little hole. We're going to have to push up on the lever to release the tension, and reach in with our other hand, and now we can just take that right off. So now that we've removed the belt from the pulley, we can lift up on the belt, and that'll help us pick up the drum. So right here is our cycling thermostat. The first thing we're going to do to get it out is we're going to remove all the wires that are attached to it. And if you're having trouble with any of the wires, you can always use a flathead screwdriver and carefully just pry the wires off like so. Now we just have to remove this screw here. Now you can grab your new OEM replacement cycling thermostat. If you don't have one already, you can find it on our online store. So now we'll take our new cycling thermostat and we'll just put it into that hole right there, and that lines up with a tab on this side, so you just slide that underneath, and then we can screw this on. And once it's screwed on, we can reattach the wires. There we go. So you'll see on the back of your drum here, there's a small shaft. And when you put the drum back in, you're going to want to make sure that shaft goes into that hole right there. There we go. So it's a little bit hard to line it up when you can't really see it back there, but you can do the best you can. It might take a couple of tries to get it exactly in place. There we go. After a couple of tries, you should be able to get it in there, and you'll see that the rim of the drum is inside the frame of the dryer there. Now to put the drum back on, we're going to take the belt, we're going to go on the other side of the wheel here, just like this, and we're going to lift it up, keeping this all together, and then loop the belt around the shaft here, and make sure everything's on straight. There we go. And then everything should be able to spin freely now, just like that. We're going to reattach that to the middle. This is a white wire that goes up along the edge of the door and goes to the light. So that's plugged in now. And now with this last one, we attach it right there. There we go. Now I'm going to put this plastic piece back into place, so right into that slot right there, and we'll plug our last wire in, and you're just going to make sure that these slight bumps there line up with the holes on the side. That fits in nicely, and now we'll put the front panel back on. So now we're going to line up our front panel with the tabs on the bottom. And we're going to set those into those tabs and stand the door up. As we do that, we're also going to line up with the drum, and the inside of that plastic piece on the washer is going in the drum. And we've also got these metal tabs on the side that are going into the slots on the frame. So once those are all lined up and the panel's flush, we can screw it back on. So now we're going to get our screw started in this hole here, and then after we get it started, screw it down nice and tight. Same thing on this side. Start our screw in by hand and use our Phillips head screwdriver to finish the job. There we go. Now I'm going to put the top back on, and you'll see there are two tabs sticking out from the top. There are going to be two slots that correspond with them. So I'm going to line all those up. So after I line those up, I'm going to make sure that the tabs go into the slots, just like that. And there's a couple on the front as well. So now we can screw that back in. So we'll put in our screw, and with that little tiny hole at the top, you should be able to line up the screw with the hole that it belongs to there. Once you got that started a little bit, finish screwing it in. There we go. Now we're going to put our lint filter back into place, since that came out a little while ago. There we go. Now we can close our dryer door. Now we can line our control panel back up and slide that back over and set that back into place. Now we can screw it back in. Now we can turn our dryer back around, and then once we do that, we'll plug everything back in and your repair is complete. Now we can turn our gas back on. Finally, don't forget to plug in your appliance. If you need to replace any parts for your appliances, you can find an OEM replacement part on our website, PCApplianceRepair.com. Thanks for watching, and please don't forget to like, comment, and share our video. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Your support helps us make more videos just like these for you to watch for free.